here on Radio Row, and pleased to be joined by, as he goes by, the Italian stallion, a sports agent, Sean Stellato, who, of course, is repping Tommy DeVito here in the big game on the Patriots side, and someone who is well-traveled in these streets. How are you, man?
I'm blessed, man. I feel like a kid in a candy store. You know, walking in here, the energy, it's like a Vegas casino. Everyone loves what they do. There's a lot of smiling. It's early in the week. You're out of the cold weather. I almost got frostbite, by the way.
On the way out of town?
Yeah, but outside of that, I'm well, man. I'm super excited for Tommy. This is a great opportunity. And being a Boston guy, you know, there's a lot of excitement in the air right now.
So, again, you know, sports agent, motivational speaker, author, connoisseur of all things Italian fashion and food. I mean, what am I leaving out here in the bio?
I'm a dad of 4 daughters, and I'm also a author of a couple books.
Please.
My daughter has an autoimmune disease. We wrote a picture book
Awesome.
called Buddy and the Magic Ball. Which is cool. And I've got another book that I wanted to share.
Sure.
This is like my 5th child. It's called No Backing Down. And it's a nonfiction high school football story. It's kind of like a Remember the Titan meets a team of Rudies.
Yeah.
Coach Belichick endorsed. Doug Flutie did the forward. Sean Payton, John Harbaugh. So those are some passion projects.
Where do you find the time?
You know, I got a great wife. My wife, Krista, my college sweetheart, she gives me time and space, and she knows that, you know, when I'm having opportunities to do things I'm passionate about, it just trickles down in the household. There's not a lot of hours in the day. Sometimes I think it's 26. So I went to a prep school for a year called a gunnery. And they taught me two things, time management and knowledge is power if it's used properly. And the time management component, I've been a stickler on just making the most out of every day, and which I'm excited. I have another book that I've been working on that is going to be more of an inspirational 100-page banger.
Danny, the thing I keep thinking about, I'm seeing Sean, you know, work in the room, I see you from afar, and I mean, look, you stick out in a crowd, obviously, of the hundreds of the maybe thousands of people that are in this room every year, and you're a veteran of Radio Row, Media Row at this point. How does it feel to know you're the best dressed guy in the room?
I know my grandmother, God rest her soul, she's smiling down. First impression is last an impression, and you know, I've had fun with it, but I've been dressing for a lot of years. You know, it's just, you know,
people are just catching up.
One photo, you know, kind of, you know, open the floodgates, but it's been fun. It's, you know, I'm very curious, not judgmental. You know, whether you're looking at arm sleeves or a lot of jewelry or long hair, it's you know, their own brand and what really fulfills them. And, you know, I like to dress, and I've got a good team around me. I got some great tailors. I'm very fortunate for that. Jordan brand's been great to me. I'm loving, you know, these Jordans, the old school Sean would have had some Gucci loafers, taking them off under the table.
Next level.
Yeah, but now it's like, man, I'm working smarter, not harder.
Yeah. Well, so outside of rooting for your boy Tommy in the Super Bowl, I mean, what's the thing you look forward to the most leading up into the big game? What are you seeking to do during this 2-week stretch? What gets you out of bed and pumped to go do that?
You know, I think you got leverage. As an agent, have a player in the game. I'm working on brokering deals for him, getting him. We just did a collab with Tag Heuer. It's exciting to see the opportunities that can come from it, but not sitting on my hands, doing what I usually do. I'm very proactive, persistent, and making sure scaling back if there's needs of other clients. I just came from a productive week last week in Mobile. Super excited about my draft class. I got a tight end, Dan Valeri, who really went and balled out down there. And then you're just making sure Tommy's family is going to need what they need. I got to obviously hold the front down from, you know, 3,000 miles away. I'm making sure the family's good, but just making sure I'm staying in communication with Tommy through the week if he needs anything. We always talk about manifestation. You know, you never know what can happen when your time's going to come. Hopefully that's not the case, but, you know, got to be ready just in case. And, you know, just really relaying the message. This is my 8th Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, make sure you're getting a lot of video. Make sure you're soaking it up. Making sure any little extra little things, you're throwing them in your bag. Because you never know. Like, you like to think, I'm a young year 3. I'll be back here 4 more times. But Dan Marino is a prime example.
Sure.
He didn't get back.
No, there's no guarantees.
No guarantees with free agency, with the physicality of the game. So I'm really trying to convey that to him, having been there. And then look, he's got a coach that won 3 Super Bowls. Coach McDaniel's been to a lot of Super Bowls. I'm sure they're preaching all this, but I'm like the little brother, older brother, just trying to look out, making sure that he's packing the right stuff in the bag.
We'll keep talking clients and some other things like that. But Danny's starting you off with positives. I want to go the other way. I want to, like you said, 8th Super Bowl. Like what has you walking around this thing that you're just like, oh my goodness, I am gassed. Like nobody even, no matter how many times you've done it, nobody prepares you for this.
No, they don't. But you know what? It's I guess Kobe Bryant I looked up to.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant was a grinder. He worked. He wanted to be the best. I'll be honest with you. I'm in 4 Athletic Hall of Fames. I have a jersey retired. I'm not the biggest guy, but no one was ever going to outwork me. I've prepped years and years for the moment I'm here now, and I'm embracing it.
Yeah.
From meeting with you guys at Syracuse or Bryant,
yeah,
or going over to Bleacher Report after. It feels good to know how much everyone loves what they do. And look, if I can just affect one person that wants to be an agent or wants to be a dual Division I athlete or is so proud of their heritage, that's the kick I get when I see a lot of Italians. They give me the hand gesture, or like, we love what you stand for our heritage. It's cool. It makes me feel good. I'm just trying to continue to be a source of inspiration for my 4 kids too. My parents, they're getting older. I mean, hopefully they see the energy in what I'm doing. It gets them out of bed in the morning. And I mean, let's face it, this is the mecca of all the 4 majors, the Super Bowl. Nothing can touch this week.
Yeah.
Or the Sunday's game. And to be here and have a vested interest with a player and servicing them, I'm at Disney every day. And today I'm about to get on the Tower of Terror.
Well, people around here, they get excited to talk to you. But I mean, who do you get starstruck around here?
You know what? Honestly, I've been around so many people, but I mean, I love Pat McAfee. He had me on. That was a cool experience. When I was about to get inducted the day before in the 4 seasons. I love what he stands for. Adam Schefter's been a very, very good supporter of me and my guys through the years. But the local guys back home, 98.5, I gave a shout out to my football brothers, Salem, Mass.
Yeah.
That was cool because I know a lot of, I've been grateful to go on 31 years after this season. I was the quarterback living with my dying grandmother. And for me to be able to preserve the legacies of those teammates, because let's face it, we all want to leave a legacy, whether it's monetary, whether it's fame, whether it's, a watch, something. And to be able to do that, preserve it for this team. I mean, my fiduciary duty as that quarterback is to make this a motion picture, which I'm going to do. And it's going to take a little time. We're getting there. But that's all tied to whether this kid playing Pop Warner football back in 1990. I'll show you the picture.
You got this thing on the ready.
Yeah, I got it on the ready because it just, whether it's there.
Oh, it's nice.
Whether it's there,
stud.
whether it's right there, or it's, the viral picture of me in my moment.
Yeah.
It's all, I treat it all the same. I love it. I just love, look, it takes one person to ruin someone's career or give them a bad taste where they don't want to play the game. I've had some coaches that, I don't know if I'd say hello if I saw him, but I've had some other coaches. I had my coach in prep school, Coach Caldera. He gave me a golden ticket. He said, you can come to this boarding school for free for a year, $37,500. Changed the whole trajectory of my life. And so I'm just trying to pave it forward and just be that source of inspiration for the people that are going to come, after me,
I know where you want to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, Sean, you brought up motion picture and the possibility of that. Been dying to ask you, if there's a biopic made of Sean Stellato, what genre is it going to be and who's playing your character? Who would you want to play your character?
Yeah, honestly, I like Matt McConaughey. I've sometimes been compared that I look a little like him. Bradley Cooper, but you look at guys like Adam Sandler and Matt Damon, 2 guys that are really good actors.
Sure.
But I thought Matt McConaughey, Marshall's great. He's a football guy. Yeah. I mean, that would be cool to see one of those guys play it. I mean, this is too, it's a nonfiction high school football story. Backdrop, Salem, Mass, Halloween day. And then we're talking miraculous wins, divine interventions, massive media attention.
Yeah.
Where David Portnoy, he put out when we went viral, his tweet sums it all up. He was playing this front cover. he was in the stands that day. We were going to play Swampscott, who was
No kidding.
undefeated.
Wow.
And which, David, if you hear this interview, it's like, come on, man. What would be better for us to make a movie together, high school football?
He could fund it.
He could fund it. You know, this year, Robert Kraft bought the Patriots that first year.
Yeah.
This team outside of the Patriots that year was getting more notoriety than anyone in sports because it was the heart of the hockey lockout of 94, the Major League Baseball strike of 94.
You mentioned being a Boston guy, and are you, I mean, by definition, a Patriots fan, independent of Rep and Tommy and all of that?
I will tell you this. I'm a fan of wherever I have a client playing. Sure. I have a passion for, I got to experience in my second year as my own company 11 years ago, having 3 guys win a Super Bowl. And that was special. Being on the duck boats, the whole having all my childhood friends. Boston's a very special place. I love New York too. I have such an appreciation and connection in Manhattan. Every time I go over the George Washington Bridge, I blow a kiss to the skyline, which means a lot to me because they've embraced Tommy and I. It's hard to even. So I do have an appreciation for the Patriots, for what Mr. Kraft has done. For just what they brought through, and then obviously getting to witness Tom Brady's success. Yeah. The odds of that in a lifetime probably are not very high.
Yeah.
So he brought a lot of joy, and that extended made the winner a little bit more tolerable. Because if you're winning in the February, the groundhogs are a shadow, and I never want a fast speed life.
Yeah.
But I like the beach. And I like to work out in the heat. Mm-hmm. But I know I elaborate a little bit deep on that.
For sure.
But it's going to have to be, if it's a quarterback, he's going to have to be a lefty. But I'm thinking Damon Affleck or Damon or McConaughey, they would be good coaches in that. That would be the story. I'd love to have a part in that movie because I know it like the back of my hand.
Absolutely.
And I like the camera.
Is there because you are, like you said, you're your own company and you've been at it for over a decade at this point. Tommy DeVito's calling him right now. If we had FaceTime, we get this guy on the line.
Tommy, can we FaceTime for 1 sec? I'm on an interview right now, and I was just talking about my paisan. So I thought it'd be proper. And no, I did not agree you could beat me in a race in my heyday. I said I would have beat him.
Yeah, let's get Tommy on FaceTime. Tommy free?
Tommy, I know you can fly, but I was a legit 4. I ran a 5.44 at Marist. So he said I got to put him on. He said I ran 35 yards. You know what I said? I said to Tommy's defense, he got clocked at a 4.57 on an NFL handheld clock. I had a positional coach, so I said it would probably have been better. I had some speed, TD, but you were very fast. You could run. That's why I was telling people they don't give you credit for how fast you are. I think. But I'll be off this interview in 2 minutes. I'll be right back. When are you done? All right, let me follow back up with this restaurant. Give me 5-10 minutes. I'll hit you back. All right. All right. See you, my man. Bye-bye.
I know if we were all making plans with Tommy, we all hanging out.
Yeah, we all can. We'll all get some cutlets.
That's right. Well, they hit the North End back in Boston.
I'd love to,
It'd be
man.
Great.
Without a doubt.
So let me ask you before you go, what is, I don't know how many people you rep right now, but if you're given that pitch, that Sean Stellato pitch to a prospective client, this is why you choose me over somebody else. What's that pitch sound like?
I think, track record speaks for itself. And if you look at what I've been able to do for undrafted guys, what do you think I'd be able to do for a guy that's going to be a first-round pick? A lot of these kids that go first round think they got to go with these big firms. I think it's comical because at the end of the day, you hit a speed bump. What's going to happen after that?
Yeah.
So those guys are talented guys with those big firms, but I'm just saying, hey, anyone can negotiate those first round or get it's the guys that are undrafted.
Yeah.
But then you got some parasites that come out of the woodwork when those guys shine after they get into year 3 or 4 and, start chirping.
Sure.
But I just wish that they could sanction a boxing match when other agents do that, and I get to get 3 rounds. So maybe we'll do that someday for charity.
Yeah.
But I just think in terms of proof is in the pudding. It depends on what type of representation. What are you looking for? What are your goals? You want to be a number. You want to be 101. But you're going to get a guy that's knows the game on and off, is negotiated big contracts, and is a fighter.
How about a game prediction on your way out?
I'm going to go nail biter. Patriots 24, Seahawks 21.
Sean Stellato.
Pleasure.
Appreciate you.
My
Appreciate
pleasure,
it,
man.
Sean.
Nice meeting you guys.
Likewise.